Welcome back guys to my brand new tutorial. In today's video we're going to add a ability to log in, log out and register users in our real-time chatting application using Django and Python. Alright, so in the previous video we actually created this backend to actually join the room, leave it, receive the messages and also create them, right? And now in this video we're just going to set up a ability to log in, log out and register users, as well as some little bit of HTML for the front end, like index page or navbar and other stuff, so we can later on not waste time on that and just devote this video about that. Alright, so since we're working with front end and HTML, we will need to create a new templates folder to store the HTML files, templates. Alright, and also inside of that templates folder we also need a main folder. We don't need it since we will not have a couple of apps. We will only have the main app, but I always do that, so yeah, I don't get mistaken later on. And in here let's create two actually files. First one will be index.html and the next one will be base.html. Now since I did all of this in my Spotify MP3 player clone, I'll just copy the code from my GitHub, so you can go to this page called the Django Spotify clone on my GitHub account, and you can just find all of these files and you can go to this main app, then find the templates and main, and just from here let's first copy the base.html, and I will also explain right what every line does, right? So let me just delete all of this styling since probably I won't use any of that. It's a lot really. Also let's save the body. I don't know what it does, but I will save it, and I need to actually close the styling style. Alright, okay, so now as you can see we have right here the logout, login and register, and we also have this playlist stuff, and we won't need it since we are not working with playlists, so I will just delete it. And this home is okay, and yeah, I think we have everything. Let's just delete this to be Django chat app. And now you're probably wondering what this base.html file does. So you probably know we're going to have a couple of HTML pages, and on every HTML page we will have something that is the same on every page, and that is always the navbar, right? And also the styling, this style tag. Now what this base.html file does is it just copies all of this code on every page, but you can always exclude this right from page you want. But whenever you put this base.html file on, all of this styling, all of this navbar and all of this stuff will appear on that HTML file. So let me show you how it works. So you'll just need to have this block thing, so open the curly bracket and also this percentage sign, and inside of that you need to type the block thing and also the name of that block, and you always want to close that block, so yeah, you don't get an error. So inside of that blocks we're going to type the code that is not the same on every page. So for example, on our index page we'll have something different than on our register, login and logout pages, right? So you'll see right now what I mean by that. So we can go to again to this GitHub page and go to index.html and also copy all of that, so like that, and let's just paste it right here. We won't need this styling, and also let's delete this and type Django chat app. Alright, and now as you can see we right here have extends and then where the file is located. So extends, so we are using main, right here created a file called main, and also base.html, so this is what the file is called. We could also call it, for example, startup.html, and it will still work, right? So that's how we call that base.html file. And right here, as you can see, we are again referencing to those blocks we just created right here. So we have block heading and also block body. So right here we're using that block heading to reference what the title will be, and right here for the body we are just displaying what we will need on this index page. And for the startup, I'll just create a h1 tag called h1 and just type this is index with, let's put 4 exclamation marks. Alright, and we can save this. And yeah, we did everything for the index.html, and let me just show you that it actually works. So right here we'll need to create a new view called index, and it will need to have the request as the keyword argument. And right here let's just put return render and render our template main, and it's called index.html, and we don't need anything for the context. And right here I already created this path, so we can just save it and put it as it is. And right here, if I refresh this page, comment it out. So let's do that. I'll actually comment all of these authentication things right here. And you can, by the way, comment it all by clicking Control and then the slash symbol or this slash symbol. So let's refresh this. Alright, I don't know why I actually had to delete it. It didn't work by commenting out. So yeah, just delete it, and we can actually see all of this styling applied to this page. Actually, I like more the dark theme, since I don't want my eyes to be to be destroyed, right? So yeah, we right here have this is index. Right here we have the navbar, and also the title of this web page is actually changed to Django chat app. So yeah, we did everything for the index page. Let's start building the other pages, which is register, login, and logout. Alright, so right here, let's just create a new file called register.html, or actually, I need to call it register_user, since Django has its own built-in function called login and also logout. So we will need to call it login user and logout users to not mistaken the Django if we want to use the login function or login actually our view, right? So yeah, we have right here the register user, and we'll just copy it from our GitHub again. So yeah, just copy it right here. Register today. I think everything is okay right here. It is. So basically what we're doing is, again, we're extending this this base.html styling. Also, we don't need this style tag, I'll just delete it. We have right here the block heading to reference what is the title, and also this block body to reference what is the difference on every page, and that is just this form that is using the post method, since we want to we can actually delete this class. We're using this form so we can actually post the data to the website. So you have the get method and the post method. The get method just shows the page, and the post method just sends the data to the server, and server then can do whatever he wants with that data. So right here we're using this CSRF token, which just prevents from hacking the website, from hackers hacking the website. And also we have the tags, input tags, to actually show the user what he needs to type to actually log in or actually register the new user, right? So we have the username, password, and password 2, which is just the password you need to type again to actually confirm the previous typed one. Alright, so once we did all of that register thing, now we'll create a view to actually create a functionality for that register. So instead of our views.py, just again find this register_user. Now I know I'm copying every single line, but really I'm explaining actually everything, so you don't need to worry about that, since yeah, I already typed all of this code in my Spotify MP3 player clone, and I don't want again to waste my 2 hours typing all of this code, right? So yeah, we just need to import a couple of things, which are just this user, and I'll also copy this because we will need it for the login and logout. and also we need to import redirect. Alright, so what we're doing here, so we're checking if the request.method is post. So alright, so you see we have this form as method post, and right here we're just checking if we clicked this button. So this post method is going to appear if only if we click this button. So if the button is clicked, this request.method is actually post, and we're just going to grab the information from that data that is posted. So this username, password, and also password too. So those are just this name fields inside of our input tags. So we're grabbing this name fields that has the username, password, and password 2 names, and then we're checking a couple of validations, so we can actually save it later on. So we are checking first of all if the two passwords match, if the user didn't mistype something, and then we just want to give him the information that he did actually, and also if the user that has the same username actually exists, we just want to not create the actual user. So right here we are creating the new user using the username and password. Also we are saving him to the database and also logging him in right away, so we don't need to log in later on. You're automatically logged in, and then just redirecting him to use the actual page. And right here, if it doesn't work, we're just going to print an error to show what is the error. And also right here we have, if the request.method is not post, we just want to show him the page. So if the request.method is get, we're just showing him that register page. Alright, that was a lot, but let's start with the login. So login underscore user .html. Right here we'll just put this login user and copy it, also paste it. So I will not explain this since it is the same, really. Just deleted one line because we don't need the password too, right? And for the views, let's also copy that. So right here we have the login user, so we can copy that, and we can as well see, so we're checking again if the request.method is post, and I will not explain these two since it is the same thing, right? And also now this thing right here, this is used to find if the user exists in the database. So we are seeing if the username that we put inside of that form data right here, so this form, inside of this form, this username and password, if those two things match the user that exists in the database. So if the user actually exists in the database, so if he is not known, we want to log in him and also print that it is successful. And if it isn't, we just want to have him know that he actually mistyped something. And also if the request.method is not post, if it is get, we just want to print him that beautiful page about logging in. Alright, and the last thing we need is the logout, and this is the easiest. We don't need actually the HTML file since you just want to click a button, right? So right here, let's just have this logout user and paste it right here, and you see it's only 2 lines of code really. And we just want to type this already built out logout function from Django, which just logs out the user that is currently logged in and prints that he is successfully logged out and redirects back to the index page. I don't need more explanations since I already explained that, I think. Alright, so we did everything in our views and also HTML. Now we need to create the URLs for that. So right here we can just copy this and just put the other credentials. So right here just create register underscore user and also put the slash at the end. I'll just copy that and paste it right here. We don't need the slash. Alright, also right here we'll have this with this right here, and also this one, and just change these 3 things to be login, and this one to be the log logout. And that's it. We created all of the URLs we need, and we can now set it inside of our base.html. Let me find that. So right here we can just Control Z and actually print. We have already that specified right here, so we are checking if the user is authenticated, so which means if the user is currently logged in to our website, we want to show him only the logout view. So for example, you just logged in. Why would you have the login and register URLs instead of the navbar, right? You only want to have the logout one to log out. And also, if you're not logged in, why would you have the logout one since you're not logged in, right? We have everything. Let's just refresh our homepage and see if it actually works, if we didn't get any error. We didn't, so I'm currently logged into admin user. Let's just log out and register a new one. We'll style this later on. This will not look like this. We'll style it, right? So let's just put another username called subscribe. I already have it predefined here. Subscribe, alright. Put the password you want. And also, let's actually put the wrong password as the password too, to see if this validation actually works. So let's click register, and you see it actually doesn't work. And if we check the command prompt, passwords didn't match. So right here, let's put again subscribe. Alright, put the password, and also put the password. And we actually see we are logged in automatically, and we can check that by refreshing this page, and we see you authenticated as subscribe, and you can't access this admin page. And I forgot to actually check the other validation, which is just if we are creating the user that already exists with the username. So let's put admin right here, and I'll just put a random password. That will be the same. And if we check right here, you can see actually username already taken. So yeah, we see all of our validations work. And also let's check the login one actually. Let's log into admin, since now we are logged out, right? Let's log into admin, put the password, and we can actually see it worked. But let's see if the admin dashboard actually appears. It does. If you like this video, make sure to check out the pinned comment of this video. I made you a free PDF guide on how to help you pass the beginner stage and escape the tutorial hell. And also, I have got another great video right here on the screen. Make sure to check it out, and I'll see you in that one.